Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Old Guy REI and the latest episode of Work Band Confessions. Over the weekend, I was on a Zoom call with another friend and investor, and he had a suggestion and thought it might be interesting to talk about the day-to-day of a real estate investor, someone who's still working like me, and how much time it takes to manage your portfolio throughout the week. It doesn't take a lot of time. We did have an issue come up over the weekend in one of our properties that was a water shutoff notice that was mailed to me for our property in Gary, Indiana. And all that took so far was for me to take a screenshot of it and email it to the property manager to let her know. And I got a response pretty quickly that they would contact the tenant, find out what was going on. We have 5 properties right now total. We have a rehab going on in our triplex in Missouri that should be completed in a couple of weeks, and that hasn't even really taken much time. The property manager got us an estimate for all of the improvements that we were hoping to do and got us a total, so we agreed on that, and they started the work a few weeks ago. So we're hoping that when it's finished, it will be updated enough to help with the rentability and keeping tenants longer than they have stayed in the past. So that we're looking forward to that. With the other properties, we do have one eviction that we're waiting on the court date, which is the 22nd of this month, and today is May 13th. And even that eviction process hasn't really been horrible. Fortunately for us, I think the fact that this is a Section 8 tenant and Section 8 pays the majority of her rent, so we've still been getting rent payments. We're probably short about $65 from what the rent actually is, so that hasn't been bad. It's unfortunate that she's going to lose her Section 8 voucher and things like that for $60-$70 a month, but that's what's going to happen when she goes to court. So once we get a new tenant placed in there, one of the things that also has been a positive is that since we've been dealing with her for the last few months, the rents in the area have increased. So once she's out and a new tenant is placed, then we'll be receiving higher rents for that unit. The other units are running really smoothly. What it usually takes for me is around the first of the month just to check to make sure rents are coming in. And in our case, the rents don't all come in at the same time. 3 of them come in around the 1st or on the 1st, and then one comes in on the 15th and one comes in on the 25th. So just staying on top of that to make sure the rents come in, and if they don't, then we'll check in with the property manager to see if we need to do anything or what the situation is. And over the past couple of years, things have been running pretty smoothly. Haven't taken a lot of time each week or each month to handle that business. We're under contract right now for another turnkey in Illinois, and that has been a few minutes of receiving documents through DocuSign, getting those signed and returned to the seller of the property. We've been pre-qualified with the lender in the area for that property, so we're all set there. We're waiting for wiring instructions for our earnest money deposit so we can send that, and an appraisal is scheduled for today on that property, and I'll be contacting the property inspector that we've been liking to use in that market. We'll contact them and get on their schedule to inspect the unit and do a sewer scope. And even though it's a turnkey and it has been remodeled, it's getting a new roof. It got a new roof last week and had kitchen and bath remodeled and all that. We still like to get an inspection of our own. And in the past, when we've purchased from this turnkey provider, the things that come up on the inspection report are usually small things, but they've been happy to take care of any of those little issues. They do give us a 90-day warranty on the scope of work on the property, so that's been a nice thing for them to do. And that's typically once a tenant moves in, the 90 days starts at that point. But the last couple of properties we've purchased with them have already had tenants in place, and this turnkey provider does also have property management, so we're using his property management on this one. And that's pretty much it so far. We're waiting to hear back on another property that our St. Louis agent brought to my attention last week, so it'll be nice to be able to get that one under contract if the seller agrees to our terms. So we'll try this again tomorrow. I don't know if much will happen between today and tomorrow, but let me know if you find any value in this type of video, and I'll be happy to keep doing it. Thanks.